Hello and welcome to another Writerly Witterings. My name's Michael Jex, welcome to my office. Today, this is with great thanks once more to Marta from Poland, who sent me a fabulous selection of inks, and I've been really enjoying myself going through them. So I thought today I would show off the last of the inks, which is a bunch of KWZs and two Atramentis. Atramentis, that's right. But rather than making up some words and just repeating them constantly, which is very tedious, I thought I'd take some words from one of my books. So this is Rebellion's Message. First came out with Seven House, I think 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. But now it's being republished because Seven House has been bought by Canongate. And so this has been reissued by Canongate's own new imprint, Blackthorn, which is good. It means it's got a new cover and it looks very pretty. There you go. So on with a test of the inks. And this time I'm using a different notepad. And here we are back at the desk. Paper I'm using today is Mnemosyne. It's got a 7mm line, 70 sheets in this paper, and it is pretty extraordinary paper. It's absolutely delightful to write on. I do like the fact that every page is perforated, but it's almost feels like glass. It is so smooth. It's absolutely delightful. So let's pick an ink. First up today is the Atramentis Fog Grey, and I'm picking this purely because the label keeps coming off and I'm convinced I'm going to forget which is the right ink if I don't do it quickly. Having done a quick test, I can actually dip my TWSBI Go into these tiny bottles, and they really are very, very tiny mouths. But never mind. And what I'm going to do is take some quotations from my favourite book of the moment, because it just came out before Christmas, Rebellion's Message. So, let's see how far we can get without spilling ink everywhere. Now that is absolutely lovely ink. Writes very smoothly, and it comes out as a sort of pale Prussian blue. Really delightful. A lovely blue-black colour. So with the second test we'll go with Ebony. Let's have a look at Ebony. People who know me know I don't particularly like browns. That is a rather lovely, I would say very dark red rather than a pure brown. Really appealing, attractive colour actually. That's very nice. So, next of all, let's try, we're back to KWZ now, so this one is Warsaw Dreaming. Don't know if you can read that, it's not very clear. And here's hoping I don't now spill ink all over the place, because I don't think this is a cap that unscrews. No, I think it's a cap that pops off, which means I'm liable to throw ink everywhere. People who have watched my videos know I'm more than capable of throwing ink all over the place. And again, that lovely smell of vanilla, which you seem to get with all the KWZ inks, apart from the ink gall ones. Not only does it write like a dream, that is a gorgeous, really dark colour. Now that, I think, is an absolutely delightful colour. Writes very smoothly, but just slightly unhappy about feeding in the TWSBI Go for some reason. Not a real problem, but I get the impression that it would be a bit of a hard starter occasionally. And I don't know if that's to do with the ink or my TWSBI. But some inks don't like particular types of pen, as we all know. Next, we have Liquid Words. If ever there was an ink suitable for a writer, this is the one. This is a fascinating selection of inks from Marta. Thanks ever so much. Now, on to the last ink, which is Kwz Calm Before the Storm. Fascinating name for a rather fascinating looking ink. What is interesting to note is I've just ripped this page out from my Nemo sign book, and as you can see, there is no feathering, absolutely perfect behaviour from ink and paper, and at the same time no bleed through, nothing whatsoever. This paper is absolutely perfect for anybody who wants something for really quite hard work, taking notes, business type use, whatever it might be. It won't let you down. This ink is a lovely looking colour. And once again, that delightful smell of vanilla. It's just absolutely glorious colour, that ink. Really nice blue. And now looking at these different colours, these were all sent to me by Marta from Poland, and I am enormously grateful to you because there are some really fantastic colours here. The first section I did were really the lighter ones, which is sheer fluke. That's just the way that these things turned out. Cappuccino I love. Really, really like it. Turquoise KWZ, that's very nice. It started off a bright turquoise colour and then darkened because it's an ink gall colour. The turquoise I think is glorious. I really like that. And then the brown pink. That is just a fascinating colour. It's sort of a very dark Sierra. It's very, very nice indeed. Menthol green I thought was delicious. Really, really nice. And now we've got these darker colours. Ebony from the Atramentis is actually sort of a darker brown pink from KWZ. That's a really, really good colour, and I like the shading and everything else. The Fox Grey, I don't normally like greys, but this really is very appealing indeed. I like that a lot. Warsaw Dreaming. Now, I think this doesn't show it up quite as well. So that has come out really, really dark. Much darker than I thought it would. I thought it was come out as a very deep blue, but it actually, to my eye, that's much more of a black. The grey plum, that is gorgeous. The Liquid Words, absolutely lovely. If I try to compare those two with my Diamine records, it ain't an easy pair to look at. Possibly Grey Plum is most like Diamine Damson. put them both side by side. Damson's a little bit more red perhaps, but it's pretty close. The Liquid Words is much like possibly Amazing Amethyst, but Amethyst has a sort of pastel quality to it which is very appealing. I like the Liquid Words, I like Amethyst. Personal taste, I think I have to say I'd pick different colours different days and I'd like them both. And now I've got to confess, I did say last time I saw you here that I am not a great enthusiast for brown inks. However, you may not have noticed, but on my desk there is a little container which is, as you can see, not very full. Last week I was testing Cappuccino and I liked it so much it's been my ink of the week in my Visconti. So there you go. I may not like all browns, but that really just appeals to me. It's got a lovely sort of greenish gold tinge to it that just works as far as I'm concerned. There you go. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope that was interesting. And what more can I say? I really love KWZ inks. Partly, it has to be said, because of that glorious smell of vanilla every time I open the cap of my pen. I'm a simple soul. Right, if you enjoyed that, thanks a lot for watching. Go down to the bottom, there's a link to my Patreon site so you can help fund this channel if you so wish. If you've got any comments, there's a comment section underneath. Write what you want to, advise me on other inks or anything else you like. And if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, that means you'll know when there's new videos coming out. Hit the bell button, it will send you a message to say a new video's come out. And apart from that, like it, share it and all those good things. And then, with luck, I'll see you next week. No idea what I'm going to be talking about next week. It could well be typewriters. Why not? Take care, have a great week, and I'll speak to you shortly. Cheers.